Well, an adventurous child. Meaning my mom had her hands full with me sometimes. This story comes from about maybe 11 years old. As a child, and still as an adult, I am sometimes prone to make an obsession. I'll find a topic that interests me, or a subject, or something, an activity, and I'll just frickin' go for it. You know, I get really, really, really interested in it, and I'll spend a lot of time on it. For example, I randomly got this obsession with Rasputin for a while. Wanted to know everything about the guy. Well, probably one of my most powerful obsessions, whatever, was flying when I was around 11. I wanted to fly so bad. Flight, everything about it interested me. Planes, levitating, Superman, whatever. I mean, everything. My first thing was I saw a yoga video, or a video, maybe it was even Wholesome in Street Fighter, I don't know. But I saw the yoga people levitating. Well, I tried really hard to do that. I sat for an entire 10 minutes just thinking really hard. That's hard, but I had ADD. That wasn't going to work. So I gave up on that idea. So I started watching YouTube videos, which of course, you know, I only had like 30 minutes of time on the computer, and on top of that, internet was real slow back then. So I got into watching flying videos. And I saw planes. Okay, well, I can't make a plane. I saw parachutes, so I can't get anywhere high enough to jump off and try a parachute. But hang gliding seemed doable. And it seemed like all you needed was some kind of piece of cloth, a sheer cloth, like a windbreaker material, and a steel frame. So, this is Cupid, by the way. So, I figured that's easy enough to do. That's achievable. So, I began making prototypes, but again, I couldn't get anywhere high enough. And I figured I wouldn't have to do one that was very wide, because the ones I saw online, they were adults. They needed 10, 12 feet. I was 11. I probably only needed like maybe 2 or 3. I would have been good. Well, my mom was a big thrift shopper, deal hunter, etc. And one day we went to a Swiss Colony warehouse. And it was in Savannah, which is near where I grew up. And she was looking at cheese, and they also had like some secondhand goods there in one of the rooms. And it was at that time that I found it. I found the side of what I think now is a portable dog kennel. The right windbreaker material, a light plastic frame, and about 2.5 to 3 feet wide. Perfect. I knew what I was going to do. And as we were walking around, I carried it with me. Mom said she would get it for me. She didn't know why. And I waited till she got off, and I spied one of those big racks that went like way up towards the ceiling. They should not be so climbable and allow children in there. I'm just saying. So I waited till she was distracted, and I started climbing up one of these racks. Now, in my memory, I picture myself being like 20 to 25 feet up. In reality, it was probably like 15 feet up. And I had tied the little thing, the little extra piece of cloth that came on the side of this thing, to my pants and climbed up this 15 feet shelf. And I knew what I was going to do. I figured if I pushed off hard enough and I positioned this cloth thing right above my head, I would just glide gently down to the ground. I would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for that one lady yelling, "Oh my God, what is she doing?" And sure enough, my mom, it was like that lady might as well have yelled my name. My mom turned right around. "Celeste, get down!" I tried to explain to her that it was safe. I'd done my research. She wouldn't allow it. I had to climb back down. How embarrassing for me. And then we were asked to leave. That did not satiate my flying thing, but it did bring it to Mom's attention. Me jumping off the garage shortly after. I was lucky not to break anything. Honestly, it wasn't solved until I flew in an airplane, which was on my birthday that year. So yeah, that was the time that I, as an adventurous child, almost broke my neck at Swiss Colony and got us kicked out. So, look forward to more stories like these. Have a good night.